Hello and welcome to the 2023 Kia Telluride S. This is the S trim level with the front wheel drive configuration. First we'll look at the exterior, then move to the interior, we'll slide into the rear seats, including the third row, and then finally we'll end in the trunk. Let's get started. Here is your headlight module. Looking at the front grille, as you can see, most of it is pretty much blocked off, but there's just enough space to let the air flow through to the radiator. These DRLs are super cool. They also double as your turn signals. We'll see that later in the video. And these are your high and low beams on top of the DRLs. Under the hood of this Telluride, you have a V6. It produces 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Remember, there is no hybrid available with the Telluride. But this is a front-wheel drive model and not an all-wheel drive, so you do have decent fuel economy for the car of this size. Looking at the side profile, you can see there is a lot of chrome trim around the windows and the bottom of the doors. If you're a fan of chrome trim, you'll like the Kia Telluride just fine. The chrome trim sort of extends to the wheels as well, and in my opinion, it kind of looks pretty good. I like them. These are 20-inch wheels. It wrongly claims that these are 18-inch wheels on the window sticker, but with these you'll get good enough handling, although your comfort might be compromised because they are pretty big. Looking at the rear, here you can see Kia Telluride is spelled out right in the middle, just under the rear wiper, and there is a big piece of chrome rear bumper. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know what you guys think. So it's starting to get real dark, and as you can see, these are the DRLs. They also turn amber for the turn signals, as I said earlier. Here's what the rear end looks like. Nothing special here. This is how it looked from the beginning of the redesign. Alright, now let's talk about the interior. Alright, here's what the door looks like. There's more chrome. Well, I guess it's better than piano black. Here's your controls for the side mirrors as well as the windows. Here's your space for a normal size water bottle. Here's your leather pad for your elbow and some hard plastic on the door panel. Now let's move inside. Seat is set in its lowest position. I'm 6 feet. Here's your view if you're taller than 6 feet. And here's if you are shorter. On the left of the steering wheel, you have 3 buttons. Starting with the first one on the left, that's your brightness controls for the screens in front of you. The one after that is your hill descent control button, and the one after that will be your traction control on or off button, as you can see on the screen. Behind the steering wheel on the left, that's your turn signal stock. Up here you have your usual media controls. On the right, here's your controls for the safety systems. Behind it is your Viper stock. And here is your engine start stop button. Here is your centerpiece, the 12-inch touchscreen. Yeah, you heard that right, that's 12 inches. No other car in this segment is giving you that. This thing is super fast. It's almost smartphone-like. Things happen as soon as you touch them. It's not like some other screens where you touch them and then you have to wait a little while for something to happen. This system also has multiple user profiles. What that allows you to do is save your favorite settings, and somebody else can save their settings. And basically, next time you enter the car, you just select your profile and you don't have to mess about with anything else. Here are the physical controls for the same touchscreen as well. I really like this. This is sort of like a shortcut to all of the settings that are inside there. And finally, here are your good old volume and tuner control knobs. I'm glad they're still here. And here is your hazard button. Now here's something that I really like about this. The button itself actually has a light in it that blinks to let you know that it's actually on. That's a little thing, but it actually is very appreciated. Here's your climate controls with a separate screen that shows what you're controlling. You also have your controls for the rear climate control, so if you have kids back there, you can use this to control the climate in the rear. There's also a button to completely turn off the climate controls. That comes in very handy. Here you also have the 2 heated seat controls for the front driver and the passenger seats. There are 3 level heated seats, as you can see. They don't have ventilation, but they are heated. Alright, and down here you have a USB-C port, a normal USB-A port, as well as a 12-volt cigarette style power outlet. Under that you have your Qi wireless charger as well. This is your gear shifter, very normal. There's also a small change holder as well as two normal size cup holders. This button helps you save gas. It turns off the engine automatically when the car is stopped. There's your brake hold button and the parking brake, as well as that button actually turns off the rear sensor, so if you have a trailer hooked up, it won't constantly beep at you. It turns off those notifications. Let's look at the center console storage. This one has a little cubby here for small items. If you take it out, you have about 9 inches of space inside. A small to medium sized woman's purse will probably fit in there just fine. Alright, let's put that back in and close the center console. Here is your passenger side seat. This seat is not power operated, and on their door side you can see a simple lock unlock button as well as their window controls, and here is your normal size glove box with your manual. Moving into the rear seat, the door panel is the same, so I'll skip that here. There are two cup holders in the center console as you can see here, and at the bottom there is your cigarette lighter style power outlet. This one is only a 7-seater, so there is no middle seat as you can see here. Let's talk about these rear seats. As you can see, there's a button there. If you press it, the seat automatically moves forward so you can easily get into that third row, and simply push it back and it goes back into place. This seat can also slide forward and back using the lever under the seat, as you can see here. You can also recline the seat if you like using the lever that's behind the button. If no one is in the seat, it'll simply stow the seat away for you to be able to store something flat if you have the third row seat down as well.
Alright guys, so in the second row of the 2023 Kia Telluride, plenty of space here. Seat back pocket with a little mesh pocket in front of it, little grocery hook, two USB-C chargers in the seat in front of you, two cup holders, power outlet down here. That's the cigarette style power outlet down there. No middle seat. You also get handrests because there is no middle seat, and these are adjustable. Let's talk about the seat. So as you can see, there's plenty of space here. I can move it forward. My legs can go under the seat in front, but this is not how you would want to be when you're going for a long drive. So I would move it back about there. Yeah, I would be comfortable there. I can recline the seat as well using the lever you saw earlier. Oh, that's amazing recline right there. You probably not want to do it if there's people behind you in the third row, but good to see that's an option there. And another thing that I noticed is when I recline, the seat actually moves up a little bit, so extra thigh support there. That's very good design. Now, let me put the seat the way I would be comfortable in a regular drive. So I would say about here. And then let's check out the third row and see what's going on over there. There's two lights up here as well as climate control vents. There's a vent here, there's a climate control in the middle, and then there's a vent over there as well. Alright, so here we are in the third row. That seat is actually quite a bit forward. We can move it back a little bit and I will still be comfortable. It's not that bad actually back here. 3 adults probably wouldn't fit, but 2 adults would not have an issue. I don't think this reclines, but let me try. Yep. Yes, so seat does not recline, but there's definitely enough space to fit 2 adults in here. Even with those seats up, you would have plenty of space in here to fit 2 adults, which is very good. You also have 2 USB-C outlets on either side, which is good. Cup holders, some cubbies to store things. This is very practical. There's 2 air vents up here that you can open and close. Yeah, so overall, I think I would be comfortable in this seat. This is very good. Let's check out how the cargo space is with the seats up, and then we'll put them down and check out the cargo space after that as well. Oh, and if you want to put child seats in the front seat, there is an anchor behind the seat. And if you want to get out, you have a button up here on top of the seat. You just press it, and it moves forward. and you're out. Oh my.
The tailgate is not power operated, so you will have to press the button and lift up just a little bit. Here under the floor of the trunk there is some extra space for you as well, as you can see here. On the left side there is your jack in case you have a flat and you need to change your tire. It is kept here. Very nice spot. Your spare tire is also kept under this floor as well, as you can see there it is. And on the right side there is pretty much nothing. Now I was very surprised to see this, but there are buttons to fold down the second row seat. This is relatively lower trim level, and you still get buttons to fold down the second row seats. That's amazing. Here you can see one button press folds them down automatically. Now that is what you call value. To the third row seat you still have to pull and push. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but there you go. As you can see, with all of the seats folded down, you have a lot of room here. With the right mattress, you could even sleep in here. And here is that USB-C charger in the third seat that I was talking about, as well as the cubbies to store stuff. Up on the ceiling, you can see all the climate control vents. Because this car doesn't have the sunroof, you get the climate control vents. And frankly, I'd rather have the climate control vents. To put the third row seats back up, you simply pull this tab, pull the seats up, and they lock into place like that. And here's the thing, there's also a Velcro to keep that in place. So many little things Kia has gotten right with this car, it's amazing to see. And this is not even the top tier trim level. The second row seats do have to be put up manually though. Here's one thing that will help you guys. So once you electronically drop the seat, they're locked in place. You have to unlock them by pressing the button that's on the shoulder of the seat right there. Once you press it, now you can lift it up and put it back in place. Hope that helps. And here is your window sticker. As you can see, a lot of stuff is included in the price, but the total comes to $39,630. That includes the shipping and handling. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More videos coming soon.